Ladies and gentlemen, this is a YouTube show in which you are brought Slot Machine Sunday, Money Cards Monday, Tic Tac Tuesday, Whammy Mania Wednesday, Thundercracker Thursday, and Flinging Dice Friday and Saturday Superstarcade. Also, wrestling news from Raw, NXT 2.0, AEW Dynamite, NXT UK, Impact Wrestling, SmackDown and 205 Live, and AEW Rampage, and special episodes from Road and Up, Cyber Swaggin', and the philosophies of Lee McLeese. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the YouTube show of fun, of knowledge, strategy, luck and daring, and mental shenanigans. This is WEML-TV Channel 77. And now here's the host of the show, live from New Bedford, Massachusetts. It is none other than Eric M. Lima. Thank you, Mr. Wonderful Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, and welcome to my episodic YouTube channel vlog show. I am your friendly neighborhood, sweet, bumbling buffalo raver. That means I appeared on the following shows, and I'm going to make the introduction a little short and sweet. I appeared on Bumbling Bozo's variety program. Check them out every night at every Saturday night at 9 on the Ibara Bros Studios YouTube channel. Bofas and the Sofas. Check them out. Check my friends out. My friends there who host the show every Monday afternoon at 5 on the Mr. Garrison 96 YouTube channel. Also, I am one of 5 panelists of Rant and Rave. Check them out every check them out every check us out every Thursday night at 8 on the Brandon Martin YouTube channel and the Too Sweet Wrestling podcast. We try to do NXT live reactions every Tuesday night at 8, and every other Saturday night at 8 we try to do wrestling podcasts on the Elite JC TV channel. I'm also the five-time Bumbling Bozy Awards nominee of 2021. I could be a nominee in 2022, but here's the thing, though, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Eric Lima, and you're watching my first season of my channel vlog show. First season was known as People's Lima / TPL. Second season, EML 77 TV. We're currently in the third season of WEML TV, Channel 77, episode 1228 of the show, May 17, 2022, 10:44 p.m. What is happening? What is going on? And I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful night. We're going to talk a little bit of NXT 2.0. That's right, 2.0 event center for, as you know, on the next event for NXT in your house. But NXT is going to go back on the road very, very soon. That's right, they're going to be going on a live tour, and going to tour out Florida for a start until they can expand their tour a little bit. So a lot of NXT stars will be involved, and I wouldn't be surprised if some NXT guys will probably be involved in WWE events. I mean, with everything going on right now, I think WWE management making huge mistakes screwing around with their main stars. So they gotta tread lightly, or else they're going to be nailed for it. All right, so let's check it out. Carmella Hayes and Trick Williams to start things off, cutting a promo on their tag team match with Solo Sikoa and Cameron Grimes as they head into the ring for the matchup. Cameron Grimes, the NXT North American Champion, teaming up with a potential challenger in Solo Sikoa against Carmella Hayes and Trick Williams. And in your house, Cameron Grimes will defend the title against Carmella Hayes in a rematch for that title. But in the end of the matchup, Solo Sikoa and Cameron Grimes did win the matchup. Solo Sikoa handed the title back to Grimes and says, "I got next." So I'm sure either way would be Hayes or Grimes going against Solo Sikoa pretty soon, or they can put him in a triple threat. Mackenzie Mitchell, speaking of champions, Mackenzie Mitchell interviewed the NXT Tag Team Champions Pretty Deadly with a side play chick. And they got the Creed brothers in your house, but the Creed's got the Viking Raiders tonight. So, So a little bit more on that matchup. The NXT Women's Breakout quarterfinals as Last Legend going against Tatum Paxley, and Last Legend with that big mouth of hers ended up winning the matchup, and possibly, and then we have a young lady who is only 18 years old, will be graduating high school next week, she says, but she signed on with the WWE via the way of NXT, and she's coming to NXT pretty soon. So Thea Hale has the opportunity to make a whole lot of history. So this will be an interesting situation for Miss Hale. We've seen her a couple times on NXT Level Up, and she's very, very good. So I think she's kind of, and it'll be very interesting to see when she's coming to the actual NXT roster. Tony D'Angelo cut a promo on Santos Escobar and tells Channing Stacks Lorenzo and Troy two dimes Donovan, stay in the back, I got this, he says. So Santos Escobar is ready to go. Mackenzie Mitchell interviewed Duke Hudson's about to reflect on what has been happening. He says he needs to get himself back on track. But Bron Breakker, not in a very good mood, walks by the interview. Duke Hudson's like, what the heck? He says, and he yells, play my music. And then Bron Breakker comes out to the arena, addresses Joe Gacy. Gacy interrupts him. He says, since you refused my invitation, then I'll challenge you for the championship. But I can get you where it hurts. If you don't control your emotions in the matchup, you get disqualified and you'll lose the title by disqualification. Bron Breakker says, fine, you're on. And that kind of reminds me, almost 30 years ago, the Steiner brothers, Bron Breakker's father Rick and his uncle Scott, the Steiner brothers, were in a predicament where they would defend the tag team titles against the Quebecers, but this time around, Quebec province rules were in effect. That means the title can change hands by a counter or disqualification. But then you got like certain other stuff, you can't do pile drivers, so you can't throw your opponents off the ropes, something like that. So, and the Quebecers kind of outsmarted the Steiners in that encounter, and having the Quebecers win the tag team titles from them. But the match never took place in Quebec. It took place in the Manhattan Center. Go figure, right? So, Indy Hartwell cut a promo. She goes, I don't have my life partner. I don't have my best friend with me anymore. Preferring to Dexter Lumis and Persia Parada leaving the WWE. And he says, you know what? I'm going to be on my own. You know what? I got kicked while I was down by Mandy Rose. I'm going to put up with it no more. So she challenged Mandy Rose to a match one-on-one. And then Mackenzie Mitchell interviewed Westley, who is upset that Zion Quinn has to back out another matchup. And then Nathan Frazier interrupts me because he listen, I don't have a match. I don't have a match. Lee goes, listen, I'm upset with Zion Quinn. I don't want to take it out on you. But he said, I just look for the challenge then. Look forward to the challenge. Hey, so that match is going to go down. A lot of people will love that matchup. Viking Raiders went in a tag match against the Creed brothers, and despite the fact that Roderick Strong tried to get involved, the Viking Raiders took advantage of it, and they beat the Creed brothers. Santos Escobar with Legado del Fantasma. Apparently, they got Cruz del Toro back, and say, you know what, we're gonna do this, and you know what, Legados, I got this. I got this on my own. And at first they objected, but then after Electro Lopez said something to them, Wild and Del Toro goes, you know what? You got it. Okay, no problem. But then Grayson Waller was getting ready for his match against Andre Chase, and Tiffany Stratton's like, hey, why don't you do something about this Andre Chase? He's a nerd. And Grayson Waller says, yep, that's what I do. So, and then as Bron Breakker walked out of the arena, he was getting interviewed, and Duke Hudson interrupts him. He says, how do you like it? And he says, listen, I'm not in a good mood or anything like that. And Duke Hudson goes, but then he goes, you have a problem with it? I mean, Bron Breakker's, you have a problem with it? We'll go back in there and we'll have a match. And Duke Hudson goes, fine, but let's do it next week. Bron Breakker has no problem. Andre Chase went one-on-one with Grayson Waller, and Saray became part of the Chase U fandom, waving the flag. So it seems like that's going to be a pretty good combination. But then, despite Andre Chase pulling out all the stops, went alongside Bodie Hayward, Grayson Waller ended up winning the match. Then Toxic Attraction, Gigi Dolan and JC Jane were looking at a digital exclusive interview by Caden Connor and Katana Chance. And then Mandy Rose comes in, ladies, what's up? And then he said, you hear what Indy Hartwell said about me? And then Gigi Dolan and JC Jane says, you hear what Caden Connor and Katana Chance said about us? Why they're obsessed with us? Ladies, you guys got championship belts. When you're a champion, you got bullseyes on your back, and there's a lot of lightning bolts ready to strike it. Katana Chance and Caden Connor and Indy Hartwell are 3 of them. Look out, ladies. And plus, whoever wins this breakout tournament, whoever that may be, women's breakout tournament, targeting you as well. Miss Mandy Rose, who's going to win the tournament? Who knows? Anyways, so they were complaining about it. Simple as that. And then that matchup between Indy Hartwell and Mandy Rose will happen next week. Non-title match, of course. Diamond Mine were arguing amongst themselves. The Creed brothers were upset with Roderick Strong and Damien and Roderick Strong said, Hazel, we don't need your help and everything else. Creed brothers were upset, and then Roderick goes, go help them, get them trained or ticked off. Pretty Deadly comes in and confronts Roderick Strong, and then also Pretty Deadly goes, you know what, you and your little protege against us next week. Roderick Strong goes, fine, bring it. So that match is happening as well. Women's breakout quarterfinal match, the lovely Roxanne Perez took on Kiana, the equally lovely Kiana James. It was a heck of a matchup. But then it was a heck of a matchup, but Roxanne Perez did end up winning. So the final 4 for the NXT Breakout Women's Tournament, on one side of the bracket, you got Nikita Lyons going against Fallon Henley. Wow. Last Legend will go up against Roxanne Perez. Malik Blade and Idris Nopian were making fun of Santos Escobar and Tony D'Angelo, and then Channing Stacks Lorenzo once again. Troy two times interrupt him. He said, hey, we appreciate what you did. I'll tell you what, you and us in a tag match next week. So they said, this is what, and then Malik Blade says, this is what I want. This is what I want to see. We'll see you guys next week. So that match may be going down. And then Mackenzie Mitchell interviewed Roxanne Perez after her victory over Kiana James. Cora Jade interrupts them, gives Roxanne Perez a big hug. She goes, Roxanne and I go way back. And then they were both interrupted by Elektra Lopez, and Elektra Lopez dissed them. And they're like, they don't listen to what she had to say, and moved on. So, and then the matchup a lot of people wanted to see, Westley versus Nathan Frazier, was a heck of a matchup back and forth until Von Wagner kind of booted in the face. I said this match was a no contest because Wagner just, but since he booted Nathan Frazier first, Frazier wins by disqualification. And Von Wagner considered to attack both Frazier and Lee. So, and leaving Von Wagner standing. Von Wagner is a psycho. It seems like Sophia Cromwell is watching every step that guy makes, and Robert Stone is there to manage him. Meanwhile, and then at the commercial break, Frazier and Lee will walk into the back after going from the training room. And then Sanga says, hey, that was a heck of a matchup, but it was too bad what Von Wagner did. And then Westley was upset and offended that Sanga was trying to say, And then Nathan Frazier goes, hey, listen, you want to fight this thing? That's fine. So, and Westley got into Sanga's face. Sanga is trying to be calm. He's not mean no disrespect. He's trying to be this calm guy. I like that Sanga. Pretty cool guy. So, anyways, we'll see what happens there. Santos Escobar against Tony D'Angelo in the main event. It was a heck of a fight, really, until Tony D'Angelo decided, well, I'm going to break the rules and see. He trying to find his crowbar. It went missing. Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro stole the crowbar. And then what happened was, and then Channing Stacks Lorenzo and Troy two times Donovan came out, attacked Del Toro and Wilde, and then the action was going on. Offense in the ring, offense in the ring, but Tony D'Angelo tried to look for his While the brouhaha was going outside the ring, though, Escobar went to his corner, found some brass knucks under the ring, knocks D'Angelo out with him, and picking up the victory is Santos Escobar, who says his hero. They say his hero is Eddie Guerrero because he likes to cheat and steals. But then Joe Gacy cut a promo on Bron Breakker, says it's only a matter of time. Then the NXT title will be mine, basically. That's what he said. So, that's all the time we have on this show. Peace for all your lives. Love for all your lives, and blessings of the Lord Jesus Christ from him to me and from me to you. All right, here's the blessings of the Lord. I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you on the next episode of WEML-TV Channel 77. Tomorrow is Whammy Mania Wednesday. All right, peace out. Good night, everybody.